Let's talk about media training for authors. Some authors are incredibly well spoken. You know, you've been public speaking for a while, or you have social media and a platform and you've been used to speaking about yourself, your book, whatnot. And some authors are really introverted and they don't want to talk to anyone if they can help it. That's why they're an author. And the idea of social media and PR is just not something they want to do. And luckily these days with social media and the way that you can do posts about your book and photos and using things where you don't have to necessarily speak to your audience is probably a great relief for anyone who doesn't want to do it. But there's really no getting away from putting yourself out there when you are doing PR. And I remember a few years back, I had an author that was like, I'm terrified to do this. I'm going to do it. I know my book is important and I really want my message to get out there, but I just really don't want to be out there in the spotlight in front of anyone saying anything. And she worked around it. But you know, if you're having trouble with that, you might want to seek out proper media training. You don't necessarily need it. It's really just practice makes perfect. And if you can just get on your iPhone and turn it on and just start talking to yourself, or maybe even I'm looking at my computer over here, maybe even your Zoom and recording yourself and playing it back and thinking about, you know, what you may have needed to correct or whatnot. I've never done anything like that. I can't imagine wanting to watch myself back and learn. Everybody's different. I'm just giving you various ideas to work with, to think about. But it is really important to at least get to a place where you can talk about yourself, a little of your background as an author, why you wrote the book you did, what that book means to you, and being prepared for the types of questions that you're going to be asked by the media. And if you have a problem with it, you can always ask your publicist what you think they may ask. Your publicist will never really be able to get those questions in advance. It is so incredibly rare for me. Sometimes magazines do it, and it's awesome when a magazine will send you questions in advance before they ask your client during the actual interview. I've had a few podcasts do it, very, very few. And I cannot remember a time where anyone on TV, whether it was a talk show or a news program, ever told anybody the questions in advance. So your publicist isn't going to know that. But you can prepare for it. I mean, you're in a situation, you know, I do celebrity PR and there are some doozies that they will ask my clients. But when you're an author, you're really going to just be asked about the work that you do, your book, how you got there, the process. It's pretty typical questions that I think you'll be really comfortable answering. So just think about those, maybe write them out, ask yourself, have them on a piece of paper. But it's pretty important to get yourself media trained so that you can kill it and crush it and sell all them books with the press that you get.